So remember this as you're pitching, and we're gonna talk all about pitching, I think, in our session tomorrow. But just remember that journalists and bloggers, they're people too. And it's when you're sending out the email, it's not just this person who's never gonna get it or who doesn't understand. They're people too, just like you, and they're working. That's their job. Just like your job is to be an entrepreneur and to work at growing your business, their job is to be an editor or a blogger and work on increasing their readership. So they're people too. They're totally fine. You can relate to them. You don't have to be too formal where you say, dear ma'am or dear sir or hello Mrs. Whatever. They're people. You can call them by their first name. It's totally fine. And then more importantly, don't take no or no answer personally. So if you pitch someone and they say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in this right now, or it's not a good fit, it's fine. Don't think like, oh, I'm a bad person, or oh, my products must not be great. It's just, it wasn't a good fit for that magazine at that time. I know for me, for example, one of my goals has always been to get into Oprah magazine, and I have pitched Oprah so many times with my t-shirt business, every single angle you can imagine, and I never got an answer or even a no or anything. So it would have been super easy to just give up and be like, okay, I need to give this up. They're obviously not interested. But what I did is I accepted that, and I said, okay, maybe that's fine. I'll move on to other magazines. But when I launched my soap business, who do you think was the first magazine that I contacted? It was Oprah magazine. And I didn't hear any response back when I pitched for the holiday gift guides. And then I decided, well, let me pitch again for Valentine's Day. So I think you guys know where all this is going. But I pitched a couple of weeks ago for Valentine's Day, and the editor wrote back and she said, oh, these are awesome. We're working on a wellness issue in February, and I think this would be great. Can you send me some samples? So, the February issue still hasn't come out. I think I'll have to watch out for it and see if the soaps are in there. But had I given up and taken no or no answer personally, I never would have been able to get this sample request for their February issue. And if for some reason it doesn't make it into that issue, then I have a lot of other opportunities for the rest of the year to pitch. And I'm not saying to stalk people by any means. Don't keep sending emails and phone calls and just stalk them, because I'm not about that at all. But it's just, if one pitch doesn't work, then maybe pitch a different editor with a different story, or maybe pitch the same editor with a different story later on. So it's all about just pacing yourself and being respectful of their time too, and just approaching it differently. Maybe what you're offering the first time was not a good fit that time, but who knows, it might work later on. And yeah, so following up is critical. As I mentioned before, I got most of my press mentions from following up with everyone who I really wanted to be in their magazine or to partner up with. So keep that in mind. I usually just follow up once. With magazine pitches. With other things like affiliate partners or marketing partners, I'll follow up more than twice over the course of a couple of months. But with magazines, just once, I think is enough. And then if there is no interest, then just move on to a different pitch or a different editor.